Mr. Trouble never hangs around when he hears this mighty sound.
Here I come to save the day.
That means that Mighty Mouse is on the way. Yes, sir, when there is a wrong to right, Mighty Mouse will join the fight. On the sea or on the land, he gets the situation well in hand.
So though we are in danger, we never despair, 'cause we know that where there's danger, he is there.
He is there on the land, on the sea, in the air. We're not worrying at all. We're just listening for his call.
Here I come to save the day.
That means that Mighty Mouse is on the way. Worrying at all, we're just listening for his call.
Here I come to save the day.
That means that Mighty Mouse is on the way.
Elevenish. Good morning, folks. How's everybody doing? I realised yesterday, wow, my eyes look really puffy today. I realised yesterday that my video wasn't very good, and it was mainly down to the fact that the input, the camera input, was like set at 640 by 480, so like it was not even using the full like resolution of the camera. So I do apologise. I have fixed that this morning. It's one of the things that I need to put in my list to fix. Happy Turkey Thursday to you. I hate turkey. It's horrible. It's like the driest, most horrible meat you could possibly eat, and yet we all eat it at Christmas in England. I have no idea why. I think it's almost like religion. You're kind of forced to acknowledge that it exists. It's like turkey has to be part of Christmas. It's like, why? I hate turkey. Chicken all day long. Chicken, beef, all that stuff. Yeah, and for all the vegans and vegetarians, yes, I know it's damaging the environment. I shouldn't eat it. But I blame my parents for bringing me up on meat products, and it's an addiction, and I'm sorry, and I'll try my best to kind of eat more mosquitoes and stuff, because I know that's the way forward. Deep fried mosquitoes, right? Alright, so I've got about 10 things to tell you about today. Yesterday was a real creative block for me. I kind of feel like I still had a lot of jet lag. I felt like my body was out of sync, even though I got to sleep last night late again, night before late. The day before that was like 6 p.m. at night till like 3 in the morning. So I think I'm a bit better today. I've had a coffee this morning, but I don't feel like it's touching me very much. So I'm still trying to deal with that, I think. I did a bunch of notes yesterday, a lot of titles, a lot of job searching yesterday. I did a lot of looking for temporary jobs over Christmas to try and get some work in, because I'd like to be able to hit 2016 with the speed that I did in 2015, because January 2015 was really good because I kind of had this clear narrative of what I wanted to do in the year, and the only thing that stopped me was that I was working my 12-hour shifting, and then I stopped and started doing the Udemy stuff, and that was really cool. Even though the Udemy stuff didn't go the way I wanted it to, I know what I need to do now in that arena. I know I need to shorten the lectures. I know that I need to be more, the quality needs to be up. I need to be more exact, less umming and ahhing, and straight to the detail point. So I'm going to do those. I'm going to redo those, I think, in January, because it's like most people are away from their computer. They're still recovering from Christmas. Too much spending, too much eating, too much drinking. I don't think I'll be doing a lot of that. I think Christmas Day I'll probably be online. I'll probably be on Blab for Christmas Day. I've got a bottle of port and some cheese and some crackers and some balsamic and some extra virgin olive oil and a bunch of films, and that'll be me for Christmas Day, unless this courier job comes up and I'm doing couriering at time and a half, double time, or whatever it may be. But I have found some good work, and I hope it comes off, because it's kind of like night hours from, I think I saw one job which was 7:30 till 3:30 in the morning, which I kind of dig, that kind of 7 or 8 hours. I don't think that was deliveries though. I think that was sorting out all the packages that go out for deliveries the next day. So anyway, looking for work, looking for jobs, got back, realised how skint I am on that kind of treadmill at the minute. So yeah, quality yesterday of the source camera, sorry about that, I have fixed that. Also, I've put up a new little mini GoFundMe to try and get one of Team Humble over here for New Year and Christmas time. Maybe after Christmas and maybe after Christmas Day, for spending a month in January at co-working over in Derby. So we haven't got the money together for doing it yet. I just want to get this member of the team over here for the new year and for January so that we can work together. We've got some really cool projects that we're working on, which I'm going to get onto in a minute. One that involves 2,000 odd videos for YouTube, and we kind of spent an hour last night going through the process of how we're going to build it, how we're going to make it, and it involves data sets and Photoshop and looking at census for names, and there's video elements and there's birthday elements, and it's going to be cool, and I can't wait to tell you all about it. But we're kind of putting the background to it, and I'm calling it anyway at the moment, I'm calling it Project Drip Feed. So we have this thing at the back running in the background called Drip Feed at the moment. So once we get that up and running, that should make everything a lot easier. Means I could spend more time on the computer making stuff and not having to worry about money so much. I'll also be able to spend more time on Team Humble stuff in terms of, doing the manifesto and the things that we want to achieve. So that is kind of a relief to take that away. It's going to probably take about 3 to 6 months to build up, and it's going to be a gradual thing. I think it will probably run in line with the Udemy stuff as well, but hopefully by the middle of the year, June, July time, we'll start to see some results. I kind of wanted to do that this year, 2015, and I don't know what actually happened. I think mental health happened to me this year. There was a lot of recovery. I thought I'd done with my recovery, but there was a lot of personal recovery that I think I still needed to do. So yeah, there's that GoFundMe. I'll be mentioning that every blab that we do. Today I'm going to be working on a job to transfer a client domain to my hosting. So there's a site that one of the team is working on, and want to make sure that the transfer and the migration of that goes smoothly. So that's going to be on my hosting. So that's probably going to take us a few hours today. Then we're going to start on the 2,000 video project, Project Drip Feed, which is for YouTube. And I will tell you some more about it once it's up and running. Once we've absolutely solidified the video and the content that's going in the video, I will update you about that a bit more. Morning, Selassie. Making videos regarding New York. This is the issue for me as well, is that we've been away on the ground, and I need to make catch up video to catch everybody up, because we basically took a week out. Everybody's used to us coming on Blab every night for a month, and then all of a sudden we were offline and we weren't using Blab, and that's because we were absolutely exhausted every night. There was no way I was going to sit on Blab at night and just chat with you guys, because it was just a hell of a exhausting time. But I took loads of pictures, took loads of video, and there's a bit of context that I need to build around it. So I need to put some titles and some graphics and stuff on that, and then I'll be blogging that on Team Humble. So I've been in this really weird situation, because I've got back and it's I've got 25-30 quid in my bank account, and I've got to get presents for Christmas, and yet I've got all this content that I need to edit and push out to complete that. It's kind of like the prep, the on the ground, and then the legacy bit after, which is not something that I'm used to doing, but I've been learning that over the last couple of years from friends and colleagues that I've worked with. I've kind of picked up those power tips, and they're really a good way of me finishing in my brain the project and saying, yep, that's done, that's that week that we spent away. So, and the issue is kind of trying to balance that out, because obviously I'm not making any money from the blog posts, not making any money from doing that stuff, and that takes my time away from, I don't know what this is about, that takes my time away from looking for work and actually having a job. So that's been a balance. Yesterday was a bit of a creative roadblock, so I'm getting back into that today. Probably take me an hour or two to do that. I'm absolutely super excited and super stoked about Star Wars as well. I keep seeing stuff, keep seeing trailers, and I'm determined not to read blog posts about it, although I did read an interview with J.J. Abrams. I think it's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be an interesting refresh. I think anything Star Wars related at the age that I am now is just yes, I'll watch that. That'll be awesome. So I'm not going to go and see it until around the new year. So it's going to be 29th, 30th, somewhere around there. I'm going to go and watch it, which hopefully by then a lot of people will have seen it. The early rush of people will have gone and seen it. So we'll be able to get tickets and get in and see that. So I'm super stoked about it. I can't wait for it to happen. I've been also trying to push selling my bike. My electric bike's doing my head in. It's literally here, and I need to get rid of it because I owe some money for some of the trip stuff that we did in New York, and I kind of want to get that gone anyway because it's just taking up too much room. The electric bike has been amazing for me. Like in the last 12-18 months that I've had it, you know, using it across cities and going back and forth, it's been great. The only problem with it is that when the battery does go on it after like 15 miles, it's really heavy to use as a bike, so it's only really an electric bike. So I've been looking at other electric bikes, the ones that are really sort of lightweight, which function as bikes even if they're electric or not. And I've also been looking at like flat scooters. The biggest problem is a lot of these are being banned all around the world now, so you can't use them on the pavement or on the road, etc. I have been looking at the boosted board that Casey Neistat rides around New York, because it's kind of like a grey area because it looks like a skateboard, and you know, it doesn't look powered, and unless you're like zipping across a thing. So like there's a grey area on that. I'm sure they're going to get banned at some point, but I'm not a skateboarder, and I kind of don't like it because I fractured my wrist on the roller skates. I'm kind of not in that headspace to have a board. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do in terms of electric powered transport, but I definitely want to get something else after I've got rid of that. Yeah, I'm heading out to the coffee shop in a bit to do the blog writing. I've got so much blog writing to do. I'm doing stuff about toilet finding in New York. Random, but it's really high on the SEO stuff. XCOM Global, tips, trips on the ground. I've got some stuff for them to do with Udemy as well. Some text about helping out the food bank, some takeaways from that in terms of the volunteering and, you know, the courtesy in the front of house, everything that they did to make us feel welcome, and how they sort of delegated us to do little jobs. It was really well put together. It was like they literally served like 350 to anywhere from 350 to 600 people a day, every day. Like, and it's a well-oiled machine. Like, it was literally 5 people that are full-time staff there, and they had like 8 of us, I think, volunteers come in, but they don't always get 8 volunteers every day. And when we go in, it means they can do a lot less and do other stuff. They can do organisation for the rest of the week and make soup or food for the rest of the week. It was awesome. Like, it really was awesome. Well tuned, well like put together, really opening and accepting, and really thankful of people turning up. And I just don't understand why it doesn't translate here in the UK, or at least I haven't seen it translated here in the UK. Yeah, so there's that. I've also got blog posts for Motherboard, what works, what doesn't, when we were away. Officehours.io, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about Breather, because we went to breather.com, delivery.com, and the referral link for that for like $13 off food. Tilt, I want to talk about the new service that we're using, which is Tilt, instead of, we're using GoFundMe as well, but we're also using Tilt because you can use it on an app, and I really like the payment thing on the app. Also want to do a post about Try the World. I came back with a bunch of like boxes. I came back with the Spanish box, and I came back with the Christmas box as well. So I've got like all of that stuff to go through. There's a bunch of things in there. There's like, I don't know what these are, like that, and then there's like tea, and then there's like, I don't know, paprika. There's like all kinds of bits and pieces in there, which I'm gonna kind of make into various bits of food and things over Christmas. What else? I also want to talk about fakeness in retail shopping. I bought a belt. Well, Dale helped me buy a belt because my belt snapped, and I was using an Ethernet cable as a belt. So we bought a belt, but it was such an interesting American retail experience that the belt was supposed to be, you know, like $45, and it was like, there's no way on earth I would have paid $45 for any belt anywhere at any time in any universe. And we ended up with getting it for like $11, and it was just really interesting, about 40% off, then getting to the till with 20% off, and just this belt was probably only ever worth like $10. And just the interesting kind of hacks that they do to try and get you in and out and make you have a good experience so that you go back. Really interesting. So I'm going to document that as well. What else? So also last thing today, I also want to start making some new keynote graphics, because I feel like the keynote graphics are a bit dead on this, like on the intro and everything. And originally we bought Wirecast from donations from people who helped out on Blab, and also people in Team Humble, and I feel like I've not really done enough with that yet. I mean, they all chipped in about 140 quid to get the Wirecast upgrade, which I use with the green screen for doing 11ish every day. But I feel like I need to do more on that, and I feel like if I make more graphics and I put them up onto Fiverr, I might be able to do that as a sort of temporary job as well as making graphics for other people's shows. So that's it really today. 15 minutes, that's not bad. I kind of like got everything blasted in there. The quality seems to be better today, although I do look like shit. I'm not sure what this puffiness is about. Maybe it's just like just tiredness, I think, just the jet lag stuff. That's it for me for today. I will catch up with you on tomorrow, Friday. And then at the weekend, I've got my daughter. Yes, I haven't seen her for like 10 days, probably more than 10 days, actually. I was supposed to see her the other day after school, but like that didn't work out. All right, I will catch up with you on tomorrow's 10:58 a.m. You can find me on YouTube, youtube.com/R3Wind. Also on Twitter @Phil Campbell. And I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.